Hi and happy Thanksgiving from Old Time Knowledge. I wanted to share this video with you today. This is such a good recipe. It is a cranberry jello salad. My Aunt Betty makes this and I love it. I asked her for the recipe last time I saw her and she was gracious enough to give it to me. And I've been waiting to make this because I've had this for a while, but I thought Thanksgiving is the perfect time to share this with you, so that's what I'm going to do. And the ingredients are so easy. And so stick with me and we'll get right to it. Alright, so the first thing is I've got one stalk of celery here. This is a good sized stalk, and I have taken tips from some of you viewers, and I have peeled the back of the celery to get rid of the strings. And hopefully that will make this work better. I've never done it before. But anyway, so I'm going to be dicing up this celery. I also have some pecans toasting in my oven right now, just at 350 for, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, just to get them nice and toasted. So I'm going to go ahead and dice up this celery and get this ready. All right, now you want really small pieces of celery. You don't want giant chunks of celery in this. And I started just slicing them and cut them in half because this is such a big stalk of celery, but then I decided to just cut it down the middle and then slice it. So that's what I'm doing here. And you're only going to need about a third cup of celery, no more than a third cup of chopped celery. And, probably I'm only toasting the pecans now that I think about it, about 5 minutes. I've got this sped up, but just keep an eye on them. You just want them toasted a little bit. So I have the pecans out. I've broken them up. I've boiled 1 cup of water, and I have a box of strawberry Jell-O. You can use strawberry or you can use cherry. You can definitely use sugar-free. That's fine. In fact, that's what my aunt uses. But I just went ahead, and this is what I have in my pantry is some regular strawberry Jell-O, and it's the small box. It's not the large box. If you want, you can certainly use the large box, but you'll just double everything else. So anyway, I've got this in the boiling water, and I'm going to stir this until the Jell-O is totally dissolved in this water. And then once that is totally mixed in, then I'm just going to add 1 can of whole cranberry sauce rather, and get that mixed in. And if you have any cranberries that you canned, use that. This time I'm just using this can you can see it back there, that can of Ocean Spray. So let me get this stirred up, and then I'll get that can of cranberry sauce in there. Okay, so I guess that's enough. So anyway, I want to show y'all this. I got this can opener a few months ago. I really like this. Mostly I've been using an American-made can opener, which I absolutely do love. But I wanted to share this with y'all because if you have any kids in your house, or if you're concerned about any safety at all using a can opener, this one is great. This particular can I have to turn upside down because it's the bottom of the can that has the rim around it. Typically you're just going to have your can the normal way. But what it does is it lets you remove the end of the can in such a way there are no sharp edges. And the lid, there are no sharp edges. And in fact, when you're done getting the ingredients out of the can, whatever they are, if you wanted to, you could put the lid back on it. So if it was something that you did want to, save a little bit of something in your refrigerator, you could do that. I had thought about it, and it'd probably be also a neat trick to have some cans maybe of beans that you've opened this way, and then you can store things in them in your pantry just to kind of hide them away, kind of like people use those book safes that they have to keep guns or money or things like that in. It's just a thought, just something to consider. I'll link the particular can opener in the description below, just in case you're interested. I do still love my American-made hand can opener, but I like this one too, and I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm just getting this cranberry sauce all mixed in the Jell-O until the Jell-O part of the cranberry sauce is broken up, because we don't want huge hunks of that in there. So I'm just getting it all mixed in really good. And once this is all mixed in, then I'll be adding my celery and then about 1/4 cup of the crushed pecans that have been toasted a little bit. And that's it. And then I'll just be putting it in a dish and putting it in the refrigerator and letting it chill until it's ready for our Thanksgiving meal. Now it's time to add the celery, and I will mention this. If you want, you can totally just add the celery and pecans once you have the little mixture here all together and you've got it in your dish. Because truthfully, what's going to happen is this stuff's going to float to the top anyway. So regardless of whether you mix it in now or you mix it in by just dropping it onto the dish, it makes no difference. The point is it's going to float to the top. That always happens with these Jell-O salads. And So this is it. So now I just need to get my little dish, and this obviously doesn't make a huge amount, so you don't need a very large dish, but again, if you want to double the recipe, you can totally do that. So I'm just going to get this poured in here, and even though this dish has a lid that goes with it, I'm not going to put the lid on right now because when I put this in the fridge, I want the heat to be able to escape so that this can chill as quickly as possible. So I'm just going to get this in my refrigerator, and I will bring you back. You're going to want to chill this for at least a few hours, but probably overnight. So stay tuned, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's totally set. And here it is. It's actually been in my refrigerator overnight. This is the set cranberry jello salad. It's lovely. I'm not going to cut this now or serve any because I'm going to be putting this on our supper table this evening. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like. And I really recommend this. This is so good. If you get tired of the same old cranberry sauce, or if you just want to be able to incorporate cranberries in your diet more often, this is a great way to do it. And especially if you're going to use the sugar-free Jell-O, because that makes it way less calories. And it's something, I know my aunt says she enjoys this all throughout the year just to get some cranberries in her diet. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this. I thank you so much for watching. And again, happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.